Y'all. Uh-oh. Hey, y'all. Okay. Thank you for clicking on my channel, visiting my channel, clicking on my recording for this message. I am getting ready right now for the message. I have no idea. Crap. I hope that didn't sound. I have no idea what the message is gonna be because I just sat down to record and I'm really in a hurry because I need to start making my way to the bed. All right. So let me just maybe hum a little bit. I gotta get my cards out and everything. Like I'm not even playing. I stayed at work a little late, later than usual today. But let me just check in about my day then. It was a good day. Can't lie, it was a good day. What's the date? What's the number? Today is the 19th. So believe it or not, y'all, if you care, today is my biological mom's birthday. And we are not connected. My biological mom is actually in prison. And actually, all day I've been meaning to check online to see if it actually is her birthday today. I know it's March. So let me see. Because I was checking not too long ago and it was showing her age 53. So today, if it's her birthday today, then it would be showing 54. You can see the inmate information. But for whatever reason, it was not showing the birthday like it used to. I guess they changed that. But yeah, maybe this reading is going to be connected to my mom. I don't know. Or my history. I don't know. Um, but I know that I have looked up her stuff before and I saw her birthday, but I, for whatever reason, did not screenshot it. Okay, it still says 53. Hmm. Dang, y'all don't know when her birthday is. Maybe it was earlier. I'm so silly. I could have sworn it was the. I thought it was the 16th. Oh, that's right. Okay. Because when I was checking, it was after the 16th. And then I was like, but I was thinking her birthday was the 16th. And then, but it's showing the age that she is, but it updates when they birthday, past. That's weird. Because I could have sworn I did the numbers, the calculations, and today made sense from what I remember. Anyways, yeah, that's a fact. My biological mom's in prison. That's why I was I'm a former foster youth. Um, so I might be wrong about that. So moving on. But yeah, what else is going on today? New moon energy. Okay, new moon energy. All right, new moon energy. Also, let me let y'all know, like I've been on fire today. Like I just been at work. I was focused. Um, There was also a change in the workspace today that affected me in a good way. And so I'm just noting that, like, it is very true that it gets to a point to where it's really about your leadership. You can love your job, but if you don't have the right leader for you, like if you and your leader, your manager, your boss, your leadership team, if they do not if you and them do not mesh, y'all don't align, y'all not, what's the word? Compatible. Like a relationship, like any relationship, right? It, like any relationship, it's gonna really affect you. And I'm just saying, today my boss was absent. And, like, it's crazy. It just kind of made me realize how much I actually do love my current position and role and duties when the so-called leadership are like leading me to just lead myself. I thrive, baby. Okay, that's a word I haven't used in a while. Thrive. Maybe it's a time of thriving now. I don't know, but before I was grabbing my cards, I was asking spirit within myself to lead me to do a reading that could be helpful and supportive to folks who are led to hear me. So I don't know. Maybe the word thrive is a concept for today. Um, what is my relationship to the concept of thriving? I mean, most of the time of my life, it has been more so surviving. I can't even lie. Ten of swords. Ten of swords upright. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I don't know. Because two cards came out. It has been ten of swords. I can't lie. Ooh. But, um, things are changing. Things are changing. I think that, I remember, let me tell you a little story as I shuffle my cards. I remember a time when I was in therapy and I told my therapist, I said, his name was Dr. Jerome. He was a great therapist too. Oh, much elder, like very elderly man, but he was so great. Anyways, I remember I told him, I said, I do not know how people like live without thriving. Like, how do you just exist? You know, you can tell I was pretty young, right? Because these days I can't be young. But I think at that time, I wasn't totally closed off to the idea of doing away with my life if I had to, right? So I was just think like, why don't people do that more often if they're not happy, you know? And not even just not happy, but if they're purely existing, right? And I remember he said to me that people can commit, am I supposed to say that? I don't know. People can unalive themselves in different ways. It does not have to be just physical. Like people all the time will unalive themselves, bef definitely even before physically, right? Mentally, spiritually, emotionally. There's different levels to life. There's different levels to life. There's different levels to living. Life is full of levels, right? There's levels to life. Um, and so what'll happen is people will just either choose or be forced to choose to like maintain on a particular level and maybe never go up another level and they just coast, they just maintain, literally just maintain. um that reminds me of Dizzy Wright. I just want to maintain, like, what was the song? Gosh, I gotta listen to some Dizzy Wright. I haven't heard Dizzy Wright in so long. I love Dizzy Wright. He was also foster youth. That's interesting. um But yeah, I just remember him telling me like, and I remember that was so profound. I was like, wow, okay. So it's basically like, you'll give up on your dreams. People will give up on their dreams. People will give up on like their faith. You know, people will basically, you become like the Walking Dead in different ways. So that you go to work. You don't like your work. But you go to work because you got to pay the bills. Today I get that much more than I used to, of course, because I was not yet an adult. I was legal of legal age, but I obviously was not yet that much of an adult because I'm like I wasn't. I don't think I felt that much pressure at the time yet about bills and all that like I do today, you know. But I do. I remember having a conversation with him and him enlightening me on that fact. Like people will basically become like the Walking Dead. Um, and so for me, For me today, I guess in relation to that, like I think that there's just something about the fight, never giving up. I think I've been made to really learn how to fight for my life, really fight for my sanity. I'm definitely not as in alignment with the idea of self-analyzing anymore. And that's because I'm so much more separate from like distant and disconnected from the concept of self-harm altogether. And I've had to learn over the years how, or even just realize, open my eyes more and more and more and more over the years how I would commit self-harm in different ways. One of those ways was drinking alcohol a lot. And now I'm sober and I'm a year plus some change. Sober, fully sober, no alcohol. Because I did used to drink to cope for a long time. And today I put that into the category of self-harm for myself because it does not help me. So if it does not help me, then it's harming me because it shows I'm neutral. And it will cause me and lead me and influence me to put myself into bad situations. Um, and I've done that over and over and over again throughout the years. So yeah, no. I'm against self harm altogether. Yes, I am. Okay. Now the cards are all out on the table, so I'm gonna go through them and see how they must align with this message that I was already talking about. Okay. All right, the oracle card starting us off is the mother, and it is the one card. Wow, it's like a new beginning, right? Mother, like, and look how I was talking. I was talking almost like a mother. Like I used to not be of this maturity, right? I was just saying that, and typically the people who speak in that nature, the way I was just talking, they are like a parent. I want to read from the book, but I realized I didn't grab it. Hold on. All right, the Mother Oracle card. It is the number one, so that's dope. Definitely feeling like a new beginning. I think that aligns with the energy that I've been picking up on. One, especially because spring is basically here now, right? New moon, new beginnings. So okay, we in alignment. We are. The mother, there's the keywords on the card, I mean on the in the book that says the great mother, the feminine, the source. All right. The mother is part of the trifecta maiden, mother, and crone. Because of the relationship between them, take special note when these cards appear in one reading. Notice how the mother archetype is expressed in nature. This is perhaps the most balanced and benevolent form of the mother's grace. We begin our archetypal story with the mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, oh, I was talking about my mom, saying her birthday is today. I don't know, even though her age didn't change on the thing, I'm still convinced her birthday is today because I had done her life path calculation in the past, and not memorizing her birthday, I tried again March 19th and it added up to the same life path versus doing it on March 16th. So I do think today is her birthday. Maybe it just won't change until tomorrow or something. Anyway, through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she meant to set free. The mother both matures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. Wow. Okay, this is very interesting because I was at work earlier and literally it came up a bit, just a little bit, the concept of light and dark. And it was in reference to an employee who is a mother. And somebody else was like, she's so good, and he's so not good. And I was like, was she? Oh, and then somebody else said, she ain't always been good. And then I was like, um, we all have some bad in us. So that was so funny. Anyways, okay, so because it was my mother, I was talking about my mother, who is a life path 33, even though I'm not memorizing her birthday. I do memorize that I did her calculations. She's a life path 33. So, okay, y'all. Page of Cups reverse. This card came out not too long ago. Was it the last reading that I did? It came out in this position, bro. Oh my gosh, who is this and what do you want? I don't know. So there's a Page of Cups reverse energy. Okay, Page of Cups reverse energy. I'm getting a character. I'm getting somebody who is perhaps they're looking for love, but in connection to this mother energy, I don't know. Maybe they're really just needing to heal their mother wounds. Um, hmm. Let me try to tap in. I just heard somebody want a baby with somebody. I want you to be the mama of my baby. I want you to be my baby mama. But see how that's emotionally like that's reverse energy. That's not high vibe energy. That's not um that that's not mature energy. Like no, bro. Like what you mean? You should be talking about a wife, not no baby mama. Anyways, we have a character, Page of Cups reverse. Let's keep on flipping the cards over. The Fool card. Looking for a new start, wanting a new start, starting, having a new start. Um, let's see. The Fool, the Hermit. Okay. Oh, all right. Seems to me somebody is being forced onto a new beginning, perhaps alone. Um, and when I look at this mother card, I get mother wounds. Emotional, well, Page of Cups reverse, I get some emotional instability. Usually that stuff is rooted in our mother wounds. You know what I mean? And I was just talking about how I've been sober for a year. I feel like perhaps it's somebody who is not sober. Perhaps they use alcohol to cope with their mother wounds. And but are so also the Fool, that's interesting because that's the beginning. That's a new beginning, a new path. Also, along with the mother card is one new beginning, new start, new life. But I'm getting with this Hermit card below it all. Um, this begins with being alone for this Page of Cups reversed. Two of Wands reversed. I get, yeah, basically like I just heard homebody. Somebody perhaps being forced to be a homebody, realizing they need to be a homebody. Definitely if you're trying to get away from the alcohol, because if you're been socializing with folks who indulge in the alcohol along with you and you're looking to stop indulging, then you're most likely going to have to stop hanging out with those people as well. The Sun card just came out. Oh, I'm getting some healing. Okay, I like these. The Fool card, the Sun, the Hermit. Are you freaking serious? This is beautiful. Oh, this is great. Okay. Okay, Mister. I'm gonna just say Mister. Whoever. Um, four. Sorry. Six of Cups reverse. Definitely. Definitely somebody like breaking up with their past. Um, could be even. I mean, that could be so many different things. Shoot, it even could be mama. It could be their mother, breaking up. It could be so many different things, all right? Because our past consists of so many different things. Friendships, mother, relationships, somebody seeing the clarity, they're having clarity, starting anew, coming out of this Page of Cups reverse energy though. But it's like the Page of Cups reverse I like this. because it's like, no, the transition ain't done. It is in process. And I have a quote that I like, and though I seen it today like on online and stuff like that, but I remember I came up with this. At least nobody else told me the quote. I thought of it myself. But obviously other people did too. But it's basically that it's progress is success to me. Progress is success. So it's just a matter of keep going, you know, like don't give up, right? So it's kind of like it goes back to what I was talking about. Um, Dang, maybe I need to be a therapist on this. But it goes back to what I was talking about, with like people surviving and perhaps not thriving. And then me eventually getting to a point of realizing, even for myself, just like not giving up the fight, and the fight being the fight for myself, the fight for my life. Um, so even though there's been a lot of moments of not so great and I wouldn't call successful, I kept going. And so making progression was a success in itself, even though I'm trying to progress towards some other different types of successes, but moving onward, not stopping, even if I have to pause just to take a break, my intent is to get back going, um, get back at it. That's successful thinking. That's a successful mindset. That is um a successful choice, right? That's good. That's good intent. Um, Queen of Swords. Some tell me I'm speaking the truth, right? Or perhaps even this person is just getting real with their lives, you know. Queen of Swords upright. Yeah, I'm getting like, because how can you really like turn around your energy in the Page of Cups reverse energy? Like, you have to get real with yourself. You have to get real with other people. You have, like, if I'm no longer going out to hang out with the people that I typically would get drunk with, or the people that I usually would party with, and harm myself with, it gets to a point where I have to be telling them the truth. Like, hey, I'm on a self-love journey now. So perhaps it's somebody starting a self-love journey. I'm on a self-love journey now. And I literally told people that before too. Like when I was going sober, I was like, yeah, um, it's my self-love journey, and also I want to improve my intuition. That was a big motivation. I can't lie, because I was tired of basically shortchanging myself and my spiritual gifts, and me shortchanging myself and my spiritual gifts by meeting people who kept on how you say it, bamboozling me. I'm a little tired. They kept fooling me. You know what I mean? I kept getting fooled by people thinking that they was good when they wasn't, thinking they had good intentions for me when they didn't. And I really was like, no, man, what am I missing? And then something told me like, the alcohol, and it don't help you be your best self, because at my best self, I'm happy go lucky. I'm like the sun card really, with the full card. So shit, this could be me. Cause I'm a hermit too, and I'm a queen of swords. Look at that. Hey, what somebody trying to tell me? I'm about to become a mother? No. Listen, could be another. Life has layers. Could be another layer to this story. This week, and that's so freaking funny. But what was I saying? Um, oh yeah, I said like at my best, I'm like the sun card. Like that's my energy, real youthful. I got North House in fifth, sorry, North Node in fifth house energy. Like that's my energy. My sun. My sun sign is in my fifth house, and that Leo energy. So that's me naturally, right? But my alcohol, the drinking, would make me very quick to anger and like irritation. Um, I'm an Aquarius, so that's already kind of like, up in my energy. But the alcohol, I just started noticing would make it worse. Like I didn't have as much control over my feelings as I wanted and felt that I needed or should have. So, anyways, yeah, so then I had to get real. I had to be honest, to switch that up for myself. And so that Queen of Swords energy, that's interesting that that came out is, so what's under that? The Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah. I think this is somebody just getting real. Shit, they could be getting real with their mother or about their mother wounds. Um, wow, to move forward with the Chariot. This is freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is like, I'm just getting, somebody is choosing healing, right? Somebody is choosing healing, and somebody is getting on their chariot. You know, this calls for a Rumi oracle. I'm about to get a Rumi oracle. I like Rumi. Rumi is all about love, and so maybe there's somebody who could use some Rumi poetry with that Page of Cups reversed. Maybe they just need some love. Um, maybe some tough love, right? Queen of Swords. Um, hmm, but yeah, that chariot energy as well. My eyes are being brought to the Cancer energy of the chariot, which is interesting because Cancer is the sign of your mother. It's the sign of the moon. Moon, Cancer is ruled by the moon, and moon is mother energy. Hell yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so moon, now we back to talking about the new moon again. With the sun out. Yeah, okay. Somebody choosing healing, that's a beautiful thing. I think that that was something that made me keep going. When I would feel like I wanna, I don't want to be here no more. When I would feel like I don't belong here, you know, Lord, take me now type shit, you know. Um, I would choose healing. I would choose healing. I'm gonna choose to heal. Obviously, I'm hurt. Obviously, I'm in my hurt. I'm feeling my hurt. I have to choose healing, right? And before I pull this Rumi card, I want to share a little bit of a song. Um, Cause I could write, I be writing songs sometimes. I haven't in a little while, I ain't gonna lie. It's been a little while, but there is a song that I made, um, never finalized it. Such an emotional song. But yeah, I literally call it I Choose Me, okay? And I'm I made it some years ago. But I'm gonna sing part of it, all right? It goes. And it's layers to this song too. I remember when I was making it with the producer I was working with, and I was like describing to him like it's layers. It's like I'm gonna do this layer, and then I'm gonna do the other layer. I don't think I had the real lingo for like production and stuff, but I knew what I was trying to convey, and so it was like the different layers. So that's funny that that came back up again. But anyways, it goes like. It goes, today I choose. And so I'm gonna do the layers, okay? I'm gonna do the layers. And today I choose. Yes, I do. Today I choose. Mm, Um, long overdue. Today I choose. Cause it ain't about you. Okay, look, I want you to hear the pretty. Cause it is a pretty song. I just really, I'll be honest, the person, because I tried to work with different producers the engineers to make it, but only the first one was able to really capture because I was the person who I was literally writing while he was creating the track. And but then we had a falling out, so I tried to like continue making it with other people and it never worked, so I gave up. But let me give you the different layers because it really is a pretty song. I don't want to butcher it. So here's one layer of it. So the first main layer that repeats over and over. It says, "Today I choose. Today I choose." Okay. Now the other layer goes, yes I do. Long overdue. 'Cause it ain't about you. I just love me too. Oh, yes, I do. And long overdue. Mm, 'Cause it's about you. Gotta love me too. Something like that, yeah. Um, so yeah, it's just basically like I choose me. Um, yeah, it's a beautiful song, y'all. And it's like a pretty like raw, vulnerable song too. Um, yeah. I don't know, something telling me to keep going. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So like the first verse goes like this. It goes like this. I don't even care. I used to be like, hey, everybody taking my stuff. I don't care. It go, okay, it go. Now this is interesting because this is related to like mother wounds. So y'all, this could be even my reading. I'm sorry. Look, it go. Goodness gracious. Okay, it go. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It go. Rejected, neglected, left unprotected. The circumstances. Mm. For a little girl in a big old world, still standing. Hey, today proclaiming that my life is mine. Letting my light shine. No shade to you. Nah, self-love ain't rude. Now that I can see, yeah, I look good to me. Been a long time coming, yeah. Now it's me I'm loving. Oh yeah, okay. That's so funny because it really goes with this reading, bro. Like I'm not even kidding. Because that, of course, was related to like my trauma. Being a little girl, being abused, and all that. And then, of course, my mother was away in prison, in jail and stuff, so she couldn't protect me. You know what I mean? So, but what's crazy is I just now remembered my other verse was a rap, and now I gotta tell y'all, like, I gotta let y'all hear it, cause I rap, I can rap, I can rap. Okay, let me let y'all hear the rap. Okay, here you go. Shit, how it start? Um, okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, listen. It go. Today I choose me, I've been left with no choice. Too many years pass with the silence of my voice. I'm unwilling to keep living with the scars of a victim, attracting violators who keep looking for a reason or an opportunity for them to pass on their pain to children, the poor, those with trauma in the brain, those with hurt in the heart. But it's time we take a stand, patch up the wounds, time for you to live again. Or maybe it's time for you to live for the first time. Hey, it's time to let your light shine. Yeah. Self-love. What did it say? I'm sorry. It's time to let your light shine. Tell them self-love. Wait, what did I say? Tell them it's time to let your light shine. Tell them. Oh. I said it. Shit, now I feel like I gotta start over. I said, no shade, it's cool. Tell them self-love ain't rude. Okay, look, I'm gonna start over because that low key go hard. I forgot. I forgot how good it was. I wrote that. Okay, look, it goes. It goes. It goes. Today I choose me, I've been left with no choice. Too many years pass with the silence of my voice. I'm unwilling to keep living with the scars of a victim, attracted by violators who keep looking for a reason or an opportunity for them to pass on their pain to children, the poor, those with trauma in the brain, those with hurt in the heart. But it's time we take a stand, patch up the wounds, time for you to live again. Or maybe it's time for you to live for the first time. Hey, it's time to let your light shine. Tell 'em no shade, it's cool. Tell 'em self-love ain't rude. And now, as far as I can see, hey, you sure looking good to me. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Yeah, but now it's you're loving. So then I switch it up and I'm like talking to you, right? Like first it was I see myself and I love myself finally. And then I turn it around and I'm like, I'm preaching. You know, I'm teaching, rapping, right? So that's so freaking funny, y'all, because this is very much in alignment with this whole reading. Like, that's crazy. This reading was probably basically my whole song. Because then it was the Fool, the Sun, right? Like the news start and all that. Man, that's crazy. And then Queen of Swords, obviously rapping. Oh my goodness. But whoever aligns with this reading, I hear in my head like you about to blow up. I was about to say take off. RP take off, right? I was looking at the chariot, so I was thinking take off. But then I went to say what Martin used to say, you about to blow up. Or he said, we about to blow. Okay, look. The Rumi the Rumi card that came out, it says, it's the poem and it's called Ripening. That's what the Rumi card says. And it's a poem and I'm gonna read it. It says, what does that say? The Simorg? The Simorg? I've never seen this word before, ever in my life. Simorgh. Simorg. And it's like it's a pronoun. So it's the name of something. I don't know. I might have to look it up. Let me look it up. The Simorg of my heart is longing to fly again. Hmm. Simorg. Uh-oh. Hold on. Do, 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 do. Simorg. 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 I'm trying to make sure I spell it right. I ain't never. Benevolent mythical bird from Persian mythology. Wisdom, healing, immortality. Hmm. Well, actually, it's spelled a little different. It symbolizes healing, purification, union between earth and sky, possessing feathers that can cure wounds. Wow. Okay, it says, let me hurry up with this. The Samoric of my heart is longing to fly again. The cauldron that stirred all my childish notions has finished simmering. All you see inside is eternal love. I am ready now. Oh my God! What in it? Do y'all remember when I read the description of the mother? Do you remember? Do you remember, huh? Huh? Do you remember? Listen, I'm opening up the book again. The last sentence of what I read says, amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. And now the Rumi card, which I shuffled while here recording, 8:08 on the clock. All you see inside is eternal love. I am ready now. Beautiful. Coming from a lover girl herself. This is so freaking beautiful. I have no idea what else to say. This is so gorgeous. Somebody changing their whole life around, getting on the chariot of love, getting real about their self-love, healing their mother wounds. Shoot, I'm not even convinced that this has to be a man. This is a somebody. You could even be a woman about to become a mother. I don't know. It's so many different things. Even healing the womb area, the sacral chakra. I'm also getting. Um, bro, this is beautiful. And then just the fact that Rumi's poem topped it off. This is about eternal love, like eternal. Let me just close it. 38 on the clock. Let me just close it. Eternal love exists. It does exist. I've been through so much that's tried to turn me off from love, and I've recently been feeling myself get healed once again. Again, choose to heal, over and over and over and over again. Never ever stop choosing to heal. So, and it's been letting me know, like, I'm still a lover, always a lover. Ain't nobody ever gonna take that away from me, right? So what if somebody else ain't loving me back? I'ma always love myself more than anybody else could ever love me, right? Like, okay, this getting too long, y'all. I don't want to get this to 40 minutes, so I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you for listening. This was so beautiful. And if you align with this, shout out to you because you are about to blow up. All right, y'all. Till next time. Bye.